gets really bad and it starts spoiling. Communication is another key that we can have to handle ego. Maybe the other person has its reasons why they are doing that. Maybe if we could just communicate there, talk to the other person, and put your ego out. Of course, it's going to take a lot of self work. But believe me, ego isn't really bad because it kind of gets you to your identity, which is self love. But there's id, ego, and super ego that we really need to work on. Communication is another thing. If you can't communicate directly with the person, communicate to somebody else so that the message goes to that person, or just write it on a piece of paper. Just write it on the side of a newspaper, write it on your prescription sheet, write it somewhere, whatever you're feeling about that person, and just chuck it out because you have let it out of your system. Yeah. So communication is very important. And when it becomes, when you say the ball is in the other person's court, what am I supposed to do? Unki galti hai, wo aise hai, X, Y, Z reasons, and I'm not at fault, my wife really speaks too much, she spends too much, my husband is a drunkard, he doesn't share money, my kids don't listen to me, they spend money, all of those things. When you think, main to sab kuch kar diya, I'm up, the ball is in their court. But let me tell you, if you're on a football court and the ball is in their court, to win, they'll have to throw the ball at you and you'll have to protect the goal. So again, you can let that be there and work on yourself. What am I learning? What is all this happening around me teaching me? Believe me, it is a lot of work, but simple things that you can do. And of course, I would like to kind of, finish up. The main thing that I would like to talk here is all of it is not worth it. Your heart, your body, your lungs, your eyes, your liver is working for you. Yeah, it's not working for the other person. Why are you making your organs, your blood pressure suffer because of the other person? I think you need to realize that you are also a very powerful machine, and just a word that somebody has said, किसी ने कुछ कह दिया, किसी ने कुछ कर दिया, can be very expensive for your life. Yeah, just having these simple thoughts can make you realize that how simply you can get power back. There's no need to go on to medications, or there's no need to kind of get onto healthy eating lifestyles or any of those things. Just having these thoughts in your mind, that is it worth it? My organs are working, my heart is working for me, my liver is working for me, my kidney is working for me, and I'm putting pressure on them just because somebody said that I'm fat, just because somebody said that I'm not a good cook, just because somebody said that I'm not a good mother. Is it really worth it? That's how they look at life. And if you want to look at that life, probably you are losing your identity and you're just behaving like them, you're thinking like them. Again, here is the point that we go back to centering yourself. Walking bare feet, writing the gratitude journal are amazing tools that you can come to grounding yourself. And breath work. I really give a lot of importance to breath work because, breath is something that is very subtle. You really can't see it. If it is in, you are alive. When it is gone, probably that's the last thing we do as humans. And it has oxygen, which is very vital for our brains to run, very important for our hearts to run. So if you are focused, if you are connecting your thought with the air that's going in and with the air that's coming out, you don't have to really follow any pattern. If you're breathing high, if you're breathing low, it's okay. Aap apni normal breath pe work kariye. Getting onto the speed and the frequency is a later on things, but just watch your breath. Your body will love you and your body is going to work for you. And believe me, these little things will really help you a lot longer run in a lot of your relationships, because suddenly nothing will really matter to you more than your own self. And I've already given you a lot of things of how you can, burst your stress with it. And again, you don't have to really do a lot of big things. You can cook, you can even make tea, you can cut your nails, you can give yourself a very comfortable bath. Just enjoy whatever you are doing. Put that soap on every nook and corner of your body when you're taking that bath. When you're brushing, just make sure the brush goes to each 32 teeth of yours. When you're cutting your nail, make sure that you're touching each toe, each thumb, and you're cutting it properly. When you're eating food, just think about that roti in your plate. Who grew it in the farm? Who cut the harvest? Who took it in the truck? Who got it to the refinery? Who made it? How did it reach the shopkeeper? Then you got it home, washed the entire packet with surf and Dettol and got it into your kitchen, cooked, and you are eating it. And after that, how it is going inside your body and how this is going to give you energy. Just these thoughts, nothing else, are stress busters. You don't have to listen to big lectures, not even me or anything else. Just be in the moment. And if you are having a heated argument with your partner or your child, just be in that moment. Be aware of what you are saying. Be aware of the anger that you're feeling. Be aware of what you're trying to tell your partner is also a therapy. And the important thing again, I always say कि जो topic होता है, जो आपके issue है, जो आपका problem है, get that at the forefront. जो आपका रिश्ता है, उसको हटा दो. Don't think that, if you're having issues with your wife or your husband or with your servant or with your son, जो आपका issue है, tackle with that, not with जो आपका रिश्ता है. Now, why I say that is, because जैसे ही आपको एक understanding आती है, half of the battle is already won, because आपको realize होता है कि यहाँ पे तो मेरे को expectation थी. This is my maid and this is how she's supposed to be. But अगर मैं आपको कहती हूँ कि आपका issue था कि आपको सुबह 8 o'clock चाय चाहिए, because by 8:30 you have to have your medicine. So don't yell at your maid कि आज चाय late ले दी, don't think that she's your maid and she has to kind of give the tea. But just think कि हाँ मेरी medicine miss हो रही है and I need to talk to her regarding that. You will see there'll be a lot of calmness in you and you will not really blow up the entire situation. Same goes with your kids and your partners. If your child is not taking the career seriously or is not listening to you, then just talk that I want you to look after your career because I want you to, how long will I feed you or how long are you going to run like that? You will have to finally fend for yourself. These are my concerns, these are my worries, and this is what I want to say. Leave your relationship out ki ye mera beta and this is how it is supposed to be. So always leave the relationship out, talk the topic that you want to whenever there's a heated argument. So these are the things that I would like to talk about relationships and when it comes to stress management. Now coming to the beautiful I'd like to talk about, which is the inner child therapy. I do not know if a lot of you here know about it. Yeah, of course, but आप सबने सुना होगा कि, your childhood really impacts your life. Why is all of this related? Because when we are born, we are like a plain slate. And slowly हमारा दिमाग भी develop हो रहा होता है. Immediately हम पैदा नहीं होते हैं with the calculative mind or the cognitive mind. Our cognitive mind is not fully developed till the age of 7. That is why, according to NCERT and CBSE, 7 साल तक बच्चे को calculation, mathematics नहीं बतानी चाहिए. But sadly, in the Indian education system, kids are 2 years old and sent to study. वहाँ पे बच्चों को पढ़ाई नहीं आती है, समझ नहीं आता, because उनके दिमाग अभी develop ही नहीं है वो concept को समझने के लिए कि 2 क्या बला है. What is 2? For them, it's just a design, and this is just a figure that the mother and the teacher keep saying. They have no idea what it is. It is something like, me learning French. So how, I don't know, until and unless I really learn French and I'll get to know, okay, this is it. So वो जो हमारी development है mind की, वो 7 साल के बाद होती है. Of course, all of you know we have different areas in our mind. बहुत सारे emotions होते हैं जो हम नहीं समझ पाते हैं, जो हम puberty में जाके समझते हैं. उससे पहले बच्चे को कोई इमोशंस ही नहीं समझ आते हैं, इसलिए बहुत बच्चों को टच के बारे पता नहीं लगता है. या that's why it's very important to educate children about the wrong touch or the right touch, a lot of things, because the mind is not being able to give them those feelings or signals or whatever you call. So the point I'm trying to make here is that जो हमारा दिमाग है till the age of 7, उसमें काफी सारी एबिलिटीज अभी आई नहीं होती, वो धीरे धीरे बढ़ती हैं। जैसे बच्चे के दांत आते हैं, सिर पे बाल आते हैं, उसकी लिम्स में एनर्जी आती है ताकि वो चल ले। एकदम बच्चा पैदा होकर चलता नहीं है, धीरे धीरे स्ट्रेंथ आती है। एंड दैट्स हाउ, एंड देन मोटर स्किल, एकदम बच्चा पकड़ते सारी इनिशियली बॉटल नहीं पकड़ता है, स्लोली स्लोली आफ्टर 2-3 मंथ्स वो बॉटल पकड़ने लगता है। इन द सेम वे जैसे हमारी ग्रोथ बॉडी होता है, ऐसे ही माइंड की डेवलपमेंट भी है। Now what happens is that as adults we aren't aware of it, we aren't educated. बहुत सारी चीजें, बहुत सारी फ्रस्ट्रेशन बच्चों पे आ जाती हैं, वो देख लेते हैं, conflict in the house, conflict in the family. They can just see parents fighting, making these weird faces at each other, or the child doesn't know what's really happening, but उसके अंदर वो feelings embedded होती हैं। यहाँ हम देखते हैं बड़े कैसे बिहेव कर रहे हैं, तो हमको लगता है this is how life is supposed to be. We do not let the child slowly develop to the understanding of it. Now when you are doing all of this, उस आपके दिमाग में वो notions बनने लग जाते हैं. That is why lot of people somewhere cannot really get to the logic of mathematics, because उनको बस बताया जाता है 2 and 2 is equal to 4. They are not really told the concept of it. वो ऐसे बड़े हो जाते हैं, रट्टा मारते हैं 10th की, जो भी हमारे वो equations होती हैं उनको रट्टा मारे, and then you're done. थोड़ा सा भी इधर उधर हो जाए, they can't do. In the same way, when the kid is growing up, the child is not being told, or is not being in an environment where the child can fully express what the child is feeling. And when the child grows up, it's, I would say, emotionally handicapped grow होता है. उसको पता नहीं होता रिश्तों को कैसे हैंडल करना है, या सिचुएशंस को कैसे हैंडल करना है, क्योंकि उसने देखा नहीं था हैंडल कैसे हो रही थी. For example, there is a couple, okay, they'll fight in front of the child, and the child sees the mother father just screaming at each other, and maybe कमरे के बाहर जाके mom dad are all right, उनका कोई issue था, कुछ father का wallet कहीं गुम हो गया, उसने mom पे scream कर दिया, mom ने father पे scream कर दिया, and they both had an argument. Probably he went out of the room and he realized कि wallet तो उसका table पे पड़ा था, and the issue was really resolved and done about it. But वो जो 5 साल का 6 साल का बच्चा था, उसको इतनी माइंड में अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं थी कि शायद इशू रिजॉल्व हो गया है या कैसे हुआ है. For him, he could just see two adults screaming, and he could just see that ऐसे होता है, it's a normal, it's a given. That is why the parents have to be very sensitive, all the people in the house have to be very sensitive, and when it comes to how you're emotionally dealing with the child. And again, हमको यहाँ पे बच्चों को ज्ञान नहीं देना है वापस आके, ओ पापा का वॉलेट बाहर पड़ा था, हम ठीक हो गए, everything is all right. But you have to just be very watchful and careful of how you are dealing and how you are behaving in front of a child, is what I'm trying to say. Of course, we can talk a lot on this again, but what I'm trying to say is कि 7 साल से लेकर 10 साल तक हम बहुत impressions अपने mind में ले लेते हैं, and बाकी की सारी जिंदगी, next 70 to 80 years of our life, हम वही 7 और 10 साल की उम्र में जो हमने imbibe किया था, वो हमारा basis बन जाता है. And we can be 70 years old, we can be 80 years old, we can be 90 years old, but the basis remains that. So what happens is, कई लोग बहुत ज़्यादा life में stuck up हो जाते हैं, and they kind of are not able to handle relationships, not able to handle work, not able to handle small everyday tasks. And then somebody would recommend them about past life regression, or they read about it, and then of course they come. And it's a therapy where I would not call it hypnosis, it's a very hard word, but there's a lot of counseling. There's a lot of counseling after a form of meditation, which I call. And then we slowly take the child back. The child, of course, himself or herself walks back to that area in life where they've had these emotions जो उन्हें समझ नहीं आए थे. And then there's a way of how we talk about it. There's a way how we release those emotions. And then there's a way how we work on it. And once we do that, is the inner child therapy is done. इसमें 3-4 sessions भी लग जाते हैं. Sometimes it's just one session. It just is कि आप कितने ज़्यादा ready हो to get that issue resolved. And it is one of the most beautiful therapies, because इसमें हमें बहुत ज़्यादा deep digging into our subconscious नहीं करना पड़ता है as a past life regression. Now, which gets me to my 4th topic here, is the past life regression, which is also known as PLR. and I'm sure ये बहुत लोगों को पता होगा इसके बारे में. And most of my clients just want to experience this, because of course it's very mystical, it's very amazing that आपको किसी आपकी लाइफ के उस पहलू के बारे पता चल जाता है which you never thought that you would ever know. इसके बेसिस ऑफ कोर्स इंडियन माइथोलॉजी में जाते हैं, चाइनीज माइथोलॉजी में जाते हैं, अफ्रीकन माइथोलॉजी में जाते हैं. इफ यू वांट टू गो बैक टू द बैक ऑफ इट, बहुत सारी माइथोलॉजीज में इसके बारे कहा जाता है, reincarnations. And if you are somebody who's on the journey of self like me, and who are very inquisitive of about where the soul is and what all fringes are attached to it, तो आपको बहुत खूबसूरत तरीके से past life regression इसके बारे में बताती है. Of course, when you talk about consciousness, super consciousness, subconsciousness, and universal consciousness, उस सब के पहलू पे इसका बहुत ही ज़्यादा dissect करके हम इसको बता सकते हैं that where is it stored once we leave our body and we get into another body. वो बहुत आगे की details हैं, but just coming to past life regression, it's a therapy in which we travel to the lives that we have lived. Again, मैं ये therapy बहुत sacred तरीके से लेती हूँ, and I only take it with clients who I feel इस life में stuck up हैं and they somehow cannot really move forward. And of course 80 to 85% of my cases usually जो सोच के मेरे पास आते हैं कि शायद पिछले जन्म का कुछ लेना देना होएगा मेरे को अपने पति के साथ या बॉयफ्रेंड के साथ या बीवी के साथ या बॉस के साथ, and they come to resolve that. Most of them I see are in the inner child's therapy, वो वहीं पे resolve हो जाते हैं. बहुत few होते हैं जो past life में जाते हैं. And why? Because I think वो हमारी consciousness से उस while है उसको बंद किया गया है, उसकी कोई वजह है. There's a reason why we don't know about it, and I really respect that realm. And but उसका एक दूसरा पहलू ये भी है कि अगर कोई मेरे पास आ रहा है and I have the art of healing them, I, of course, if the universe has bestowed the powers on me to heal somebody, I, of course, take the opportunity. In this, again, there's a way in which we take the person back to their life, in a lifetime they've lived, and वहाँ पे उनके कोई issues रहे होते हैं. There's a way of, there's a technique that we use to resolve that, and eventually, of course, the person is back to normal. बहुत tremendous case studies हैं जिस पे बहुत ज़्यादा उन पे effect होता है. Of course, science is still figuring it out, but people who have experienced it really vouch for it. They stand for it and they speak for it. Again, these are the therapies which I think should be done with a very nice guide, and you should be very well sure if you want to really get into that. One should not do it just because एक emotional outburst है. बहुत सारे issues हमारे इसी life में resolve हो जाते हैं. Again, now the last one, which I just said, the past life regression, gets us back to our this life. क्योंकि ये जन्म भी हमारा कभी आगे जाके past life बन जाएगा. And the relationships that you are handling in this life will, of course, resurface again in your another life. So coming back to how you handle your relationships, because past life में भी हम जाते हैं, so there's a lot of communication that's happened. There's a lot of expression, उस जन्म में, there's a lot of expression that you do, a lot of communication, there's a lot of release that one does. So all of that we can do in this life also and save ourselves some miseries in the coming life if we intend to come on planet Earth and experience human life again. But of course, there are no really proofs for that. But as long as we are living right now, communication, keeping the ego out, just talking about the topic that you have concerns with, and not taking everything जैसे दुनिया में कहा जाता है, that रिश्ते ऐसे होने चाहिए या वैसे होने चाहिए. Try to make your newer understanding of relationships. Relationships में आपको हमेशा ही रहना पड़ता है. You cannot survive without them until and unless you are a recluse or you are on a self journey and you want to go and live in a cave. That's of course a different, those all are different therapies for you. But as long as you are here, these are the little things that I can tell you to do. I try to really speed up and finish my talk in time. So thank you all of you for listening to me But I would really like all of you to have any questions that you have, anything that you want to talk more about. You know, it'll help the others and it'll help me explain myself better too. So over to everybody.
Thank you very much, Hani. We'll leave it. Can we have some question answers? Would you be fine with that?
Yeah, sure. I want you to.
Yes. So,
President
Sanjay.
Yes. President Sanjay, can I ask 2 questions?
Please go ahead. I knew the first one was coming from you, and the second one is also from you.
No, those are 2 small questions.
Go ahead.
Madam Hani, you said wonderful things. These were really gem of gems. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
The first
because
thing,
sir, because she's a guest, can you just give a one-line introduction about the background? Whoever is asking a question, just to, I think that would be courteous to the guest speaker.
My name is Professor Dua. I'm Professor of Biotechnology at Punjab University.
Great.
Okay.
Glad
is it
to
more?
You, sir.
That's fine. 2 things you said. First part, of course, everything was a gem of gems. That walk barefoot. Okay. If you open any textbook of medical colleges, MBBS, my doctor's friend also know it, that we advocate that nobody should ever walk barefoot because the spores of Helianthus sporus, which is called as the tapeworm, that enters the body. If you visit lake or rose garden, we have 5-6 people who keep on explaining to young children or old people, don't go bare feet, which is scientifically proven that through the fine capillarities of the underneath, these can go enter into your bloodstream and can lodge into the intestine and ultimately to the brain and can lead to the epilepsy. That's of course a scientific answer to this advocate of yours, which you will keep on telling it to others also. The second thing is, you think that you as Hani will be reborn after some time, say after about 50 years or 100 years again. There are centers. Yeah.
Come again, I didn't ask you. I didn't get the second part.
I'll tell you second once you finish the first. Okay.
Okay, so you were giving me the information, or you wanted my viewpoint?
I want the information, and I want, you must have told it at many places, but which goes against the medical teaching or the teaching in zoology or teaching in parasitology, to be specific, even at PGI. If an epileptic patient enters PGI, they usually say, have you taken pork mutton? Pork. Second, do you walk bare feet? That is in the department of hepatology, the department of liver. Or have you taken something raw vegetables which were not washed properly? Then they are put on the epileptic medicine also. So, sir,
sure, sir.
Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir, for introducing yourself, and thank you so much for educating me on a thing that you just said right now. So my viewpoint comes from, as human beings, the universe has, given us, equipped us with everything that we require to live. The eyes have got a shield, we've got the eyelids, and the brain has got hair to protect us. So everything, the ears have this lobe to protect us. So our body, our feet were really made to walk bare feet. We've had generations from the caveman to finally shoes that were invented, say, around 2000 years ago. Before that, humanity was just walking bare feet and was surviving. Well, this is a very debatable question, and we can go on about it. My viewpoint comes from, of course, you're not going to be walking bare feet in the wild, and you're not going to be walking bare feet where there is dirt. Well, I say walking bare feet is a therapy. You can walk in your house on your carpet. You can walk bare feet in a house which is wooden floor, which is marbled floor, which is washed and mopped and cleaned every day. And you can you can walk bare feet in the Nilgiri grass that you have in your lawns. And it is a therapy. It's not a mode of transport or walk that you're going to do 24/7. It's a therapy that you can do 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And if you go on to yoga, and if you go on to the Bihar School of Yoga or the Indian School of Yoga, that really puts a lot of emphasis on doing every exercise bare feet or taking a walk bare feet, because that kind of helps you have your ground, and you can balance your body better if you're walking bare feet. So of course, the other side has its reasons, the science has its reasons, and the debate will continue. But my viewpoint was this, and this is what I wanted to let you know. But thank you for educating me with
No,
your knowledge as well.
the explanation of this one is that most of the nerves, they do end in the lowermost part of the skin of the feet. As you walk on the grass, you get stimulation, and as you get stimulated, you feel that something exogenous, something external is touching your body and so-called soul, and you feel rejuvenated. This is the other answer to your question.
Yeah, and the other main answer which I, understood at the International Integral session that I held was that, your body has iron, which is of course known as loha, and science is still, talking about it. But in the deep center core of the earth, there is magnetic pull. There are crystals there, they're magnetic pulls.
That
so
iron,
when you walk,
that iron is not in the form of iron. That is ferric point, which cannot be attracted by the magnetic power.
But we are the same. We are the same human beings who are walking this earth, and we are made up of metals and materials from this earth.
In ionized form. We are in plasma state. We are in plasma. Okay, we'll discuss it later on. I take you.
Yes. Otherwise, if you look at it, we are in the atomic form. We are the energy form.
Not atomic, ionic form.
Yeah. So there are lots of therapies. But thank you so much for your question.
That's all. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Are there any more questions by members here?
Sanjay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have a question for Annie.
Anji, yes, please go
ahead. You see,
Annie,
I think before you start the day, on everything, if you say shukr hai, shukriya, which you say gratitude, and you have a lovely day. और अगर बच्चे को आदत डाल देना शुरू से, जैसे इन इंग्लैंड में भी किसी शॉपकीपर को आपको सामान देता है, we say thank you. So that is the gratitude for he served you. So अगर आदत डाल देना gratitude की, which you said, wonderful.
Oh yes.
Wonderful. आदत शुरू से आदत बच्चे को डाल देना, हर चीज में thank you. आप उसको कागज पकड़ाते हो, कहते thank you. So gratitude. अगर शुरू, if you start the day with saying ईश्वर का शुक्र है. So हर बात में शुक्र है यार. ट्रेजेडी भी हो जाए, सही शुक्र है मैं बच गया, मेरी लत टूट गई, दूसरी लत बच गई. मतलब कमाल है. वो कहते ना दो अखां से अन्ना सीखा, कहता शुक्र है मैं बोलते सकता, मैं देखते नहीं, अन्ना सी दोनों अखां थे. This is wonderful thinking. If you have a positive feeling कि चलो यार मैं एटलीस्ट मैं सुनते सकता, मैं बोलते सकता, अखां कोई है नहीं, कोई गल नहीं, सूरदा सा. इसी बंदे नु फिर हर वेले मस्ती च रहिंदा, खुश रहिंदा बंदा. Gratitude to God.
The moment you are, shukriya, the moment you are in gratitude, suddenly your mind, gets into the memory and will start coming out with everything that it's thankful for, and that amplifies.
Exactly. Yes. हर वेले शुक्र है, कोई भी चीज हो जाए यार शुक्र ही करते रहो, कमाल है.
पर उन कोविड का शुक्र नहीं करना.
नहीं अभी शुक्र पता नहीं, देखो अभी बच्ची हुआ है, समझ नहीं रहे, 10 साल बाद पता लगेगा. हले सफर कर रहे हैं ना, घर बैठे कितनी मौज हो रही है, कई चीजें डेवलप कर रहे हो. Even God the blessing है, शुक्र है, बस शुक्र करते रहो.
लूथा साहब बर्तन मांज के थक गए हैं, तुसी क्या?
ले डॉक्टर लग करदा है, मिशन नहीं सुन रही थोड़ी. Where is she now? Where is she? वेलना लेके आएंगे, वेलना लेके ठीक करो जी डॉक्टर ने. Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Honey, I have one question. Like, what is your experience, like past life regression? Does it really heal, or can you share?
So you want, Would you want me to explain you with an example?
Yeah, like what is your experience with this kind of therapy?
Okay, so because like I say that it's almost been 20 years now that, I have been dealing with humans and emotions, and of course, because I was on my own self journey also, trying to find a lot about starting from my emotions to integrating into how can I just know a lot of things about people, about their lives. वो बहुत सारी integrated होके चीजें चलती हैं. So past life regression, inner child therapy, family constellations, bars access, everything, these are therapies that come into being. Past life regression बहुत ही खूबसूरत और बहुत ही powerful tool है. I have had experiences where people have had really, traumatic lives where some people I know just could not sleep. वो सोते ही नहीं थे क्योंकि उन्हें डर लगता था that they're going to sleep and there's a certain dream that keeps coming to their mind. Of course, there's a therapy that you take and you take them back to the inner child. वो कहीं पे भी नहीं आती है. Sometimes उन्होंने movie देख ली होगी, but कई लोग हैं वो सोते ही नहीं थे. 3-4 दिन this person would just not sleep because he says I'm going to sleep and I'm going to have that dream and I don't want to have that dream. So this was a clear classic case of some past life memory जो बहुत ज़्यादा embedded थी उसके mind में. And this person was not really aware that it is a past life issue because बहुत लोग इसको नहीं मानते हैं. And it's fairly enough because we all are on our own journey. There's no opinion whatsoever here. But I had to kind of do a lot of therapy with him to finally understand that what was actually the cause. Because छोटे होते हम TV में भी बहुत कुछ देख लेते हैं और वो हमारे mind में रहता. So finally, I did a session with him, and this person did go to the past life, and then this person did relive that memory, जो कुछ भी उसने देखा था, and was still carrying the emotion forever. तो अब वो बहुत 3-4 lives पहले उसके साथ हुआ था. Eventually, he could release that emotion, and of course, he said that he can sleep better now. And there's another person who could just not get into relationships, or there are people who are just stuck around with one person and the person can keep on cheating but they still stuck up to that person. वो भी बहुत अलग-अलग cases होते हैं. You have to be very sensitive to understand कौन सा past life है, कौन सा इस life का है, कौन सा ego से आ रहा है, कौन सा society से आ रहा है. There are lots of there's a lot of work as a therapist that you have to do. So yes, there was this girl who was going through a lot of all kind of emotional and psychological abuse being in a relationship. So of course, she went into a past life. She resolved the issues that she had with a lot of people. And of course, then she could manage her relationships better now. But then again, this is a very sacred therapy. ये बहुत ही important, बहुत ही authentic therapy और इसका बहुत खूबसूरती से काम होता है. That's why I just don't take it up with anybody. I'll take it up where I feel that there's hiccup here and this person really needs to move in life is where I take cases.
Shruti, one question.
Just a second, Bora sir, Suman ma'am has a question. Yes, Suman ma'am, please go ahead. We'll take you after that.
Okay.
So, honey ma'am, I have listened all of your stress, distress, everything I have listened. But I think nowadays generation, especially young generation, whenever they speak, they don't differentiate between self-respect and ego or self-proud. We can't say that they are speaking ego or self-respect. What is the difference between ego and self-respect and proud? Because they speak with ego and we hear something else. So how could we judge them that they are speaking with ego or proud or self-respect? They say this is my self-respect. And we think that that person is egoistic. So what do you say that how could we differentiate between egoistic person and hello?
Yes, thank you. So yes, thank you, ma'am. I could hear your question in bits and pieces. There was a little disturbance, but I think I did get your question.
Yes.
And That's a very interesting question again. Hanji, I've got your question. Thank you so much for it. It's an interesting question. But usually ऐसे questions के time मैं कहती हूँ कि अपने आप को देखो, आपके अंदर क्या movement हो रही है, right? वो आपको वो जो चीज situation हुई है, वो आपको कहाँ हिला रही है, वो आपको कहाँ झंझोड़ रही है. आप इस situation को आप छोड़ो, वो self respect में है, ego में है, जिसमें भी है, वो secondary चीज है, हम उस पे आ जाएंगे. बट उससे पहले आप अपने आप को देखो कि आपको ये इतनी तकलीफ क्यों दे रहा है, आपको ये इतना आपका बीपी ऊपर नीचे क्यों हो रहा है, आपको इतनी डिस्टर्बेंस क्यों आ रही है. Once if you understand this and if you sit with that, आपको खुद पे काम बहुत होगा. मे बी वो जो आपकी डॉटर है या डॉटर इन लॉ है या सन है या सन इन लॉ है या ग्रैंड चाइल्ड है, वो probably as a teacher has come in front of you. And maybe you need to learn and work for yourself that मैं क्यों इतना move हो रही हूँ, मुझे क्या चीज है मुझ में जो इस इंसान ने हिला दी और मैं इतनी ज्यादा disturbed हो रही हूँ. And now coming to हम judge कैसे करें कि ये self respect है कि ये ego है, इसके लिए एक बहुत बेहतरीन तरीका है. Of course आपका जिंदगी का तजुर्बा experience आपको help कर सकता है. And secondly उनसे अगर आप question पूछते हैं कि ये आप कहते हो आपकी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट है, कैसे सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट है मुझे बताओ, मुझे शायद समझ नहीं आ रहा है, ये आपकी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट कैसे है. अगर वो इंसान आपको इसके थोड़े रीजंस दे देगा, आपके साथ बैठ के आपको 3-4 रीजंस दे देगा, तो ऑफ कोर्स ये सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट है. और अगर दैट पर्सन उस इशू को निगेट करता है और वो आपसे बात ही नहीं करना चाहता है एंड दैट पर्सन इज वॉकिंग अवे, तो प्रॉब्ली वो इंसान खुद कंफ्यूज है. And यहाँ पे I would suggest you कि you can become a support to them, right? Rather than getting angry and shouting and fighting, आप उधर उनके साथ बैठ के probably वो खुद बहुत wounded हैं, disturbed हैं, इसलिए वो ऐसे behave कर रहे हैं किसी का borrowed emotion लेके. Maybe you can sit as a mother, as the person, as the younger person of the house, and kind of give them the guidance or the comfort. और क्योंकि अगर आपके दिमाग में बात आ जाती है कि शायद उनको खुद ही नहीं पता ये ईगो से आ रही है बात, then how you deal with it is a different situation. But initially आप खुद के साथ बैठो कि मेरे अंदर ये मूवमेंट्स हो रही है, मुझे क्या हो रहा है, and what do I need to do it for myself. And secondly, like I said, ask questions, communicate, पूछो उनसे कि नहीं मुझे सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट मतलब कैसे, आपकी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट कैसे बनती है ऐसे, मुझे can you just explain it to me. And if the person has an answer, then of course it's a self-respect. And if the person is refusing, then probably it's just an ego play. यहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा patience की ज़रूरत होती है.
I think, honey ma'am, I personally want counseling with you. I need your help.
Georgie.
So I want your Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bora sir, kindly unmute yourself and ask the question, please.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Honey, I'm Dr. Bora. I'm into looking after disabled persons by fitting them artificial limbs. So your talk has really impressed me. This is my have to deal with a disabled patient. I have to say all that what you were saying now. I want to know about this ego. You have already talked a lot about ego in the when someone had asked you the question. But ego, I feel is you said it's a good word. But how do you call it a good word? Because ego is the problem with everyone. It is very easy to adjust if you want to. And in my life, I have come across many people around me with ego. And like in Punjabi, the very good thing we say, ki farak panda hai. If we adopt this policy of ki farak panda, I think your ego is over. What do you have to say about ki farak panda?
Okay, so ki farak panda is something known as let it go. Yeah. And yes, I seriously do not
let it go.
Yeah. I do not believe in letting it go. I don't believe in letting it go. That's how I take it. I believe in resolving it. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਝਾੜੂ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਕੂੜਾ ਕਾਰਪੇਟ ਦੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਕਰਤਾ, and let it go kita. Kuda ta haje bhi uthe pe hai na. It's still there, but you just can't see it. So when people say let it go, you can let it go when it's really weighing you down and you think it's going to make you go crazy, then you let it go. But I would always say, oh chidi nu jade dur na uddan do, kar ek ped te baithan do, call it back after some time. You know, open that, shift that rug, see the kuda inside it. Where did this kuda come from? What do I need to do about it kuda? बहुत सारा मेरे डॉगी दे बाल ने, okay, I need to take care of my dogs है. बहुत छोटा छोटा जो कूड़ा है, शायद बाहरों आ रहा है. Or you know, the paint on the wall is chipping. तो वो कूड़ा है. You know, look at the कूड़ा in your life, segregate it, look at it, and then of course throw it out. I believe in letting it go once you kind of totally resolved it. बहुत सारा self work होता है, but believe me, बहुत ज़्यादा आपको station पे ले आता है, बहुत आपको stability पे ले आता है. और coming back to your question about ego, ahankar, you know, you can call it ahankar or you can call it ahamkar, which is your I. If you even read about ego in terms of psychology, in Dr. Sigmund Freud, he'll always talk about something that is you. Yeah, that is you, that gets to your I. But क्या होता है, हमने ego को बहुत ही, I think, overrated and बहुत ही ज़्यादा misuse कर लिया है इस word को. और हर एक चीज को, अहंकार को हमें कुछ हिंदी इंग्लिश में मिलता नहीं है तो हम उसे ईगो पे ले आते हैं. बट ईगो को अगर हम सही मायने में देखें, इफ यू रियली लुक एट इट, इट गेट्स यू टू हु यू आर. एंड अगेन कमिंग टू व्हाट कनेक्ट्स टू यू, इट इज समथिंग लाइक यू नो, घर में कोई सब्जी बनी है जो आपको अच्छी नहीं लगती है, सो योर ईगो विल टेल यू आई डोंट लाइक दिस, मैंने ये नहीं खाना है, कुछ और है. But the ego that we talk about will say, "Ah, ki banata, main nahi khana, maine kuch aur khana hai." Both of them are the same. The ego is saying, "I don't like this sabji, I don't want to eat it," and the flared ego is also the same. "Ah, ki banata, main nahi khana." So ego is in both, but the flared ego has anger, judgments, emotions, past experience, lots of things attached to it. Yeah. That is where the ego kind of gets a little confused and it gets into the bad frame. But otherwise, ego just gets to who you are. Yeah. I hope I was quick and was able to answer you.
No, you told me something. Hello, I'm audible. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
If my wife makes a sabji which I don't like, so what should I do? Whether should I eat it or I have to say ki farak penda, chal jo mil gaya wahi theek hai. Otherwise
No, you need to communicate. No, you need to communicate. You need to tell her that I don't like it, and you need to tell her why you don't like it. And then you can tell her, I'll eat it today, but next time, you know, I don't like it. Can you cook it in a different way? Or can you not make it? But that time you can eat it. Communication, talking.
You know what I do? You know what I do? Like she's very fond of Karela. I'm not fond of Karela. So I tell her, aloo pado thoda vich. So I take aloo and leave Karela for her. So is this
so that's amazing. Huh? You have the middle path. That's beautiful, sir. You got the middle path, like the Buddha says. You have the middle path.
Yes, I think Dr. Vora, your dinner and all your meals would be taken care of with the advice we are getting from Honey ma'am. You know, so we'll go on with this. Ma'am, you will we request to stay on for the meeting because there's still proceedings to complete. I'll just take a minute before we come to the vote of thanks for you by President-elect Salil. I just want to share a book, we were told in high school to read by Thomas Harris. I'm okay, you are okay. And I found it very difficult to go through that book, so it was really, I think it's wonderful listening to a person like you. When you talk of life, there's no end. You can keep talking about it and you add past life to it, which we sort of barely touched today. There's so much more I'm sure you can talk, and we look forward to having you, once again after maybe a few weeks or a few months. And I would now like to invite President-elect Salil Chopra ji for the vote of thanks to our guest speaker, Honey.
Thank you, Mr. President. Stress and strain are like diabetes and blood pressure kind of diseases. which the entire world suffers from. The charming chief guest of the evening, Miss Hani Garewal, our president, Sanjay, our secretary, Shuchi ma'am. I have a daughter who passed out in psychology as you passed out from Punjab University, and she is working at Sydney. She is practicing by herself. She told me, Dad, there are two stages of stress. One is acute stress in life, which is faced by everyone from time to time. And the other one is chronic stress, which is built up by high pressure in longer duration of time, which leads to depression. And that's what she is resolving at in Sydney. God willing, nobody should face it in his life. Ma'am, your thoughts were flowing like Manuka honey from New Zealand. That's the purest form of honey. So they were really wonderful, very useful. Today we learn once relationship is managed at best, may it be family or family of friends, most of stress is managed. Wonderful. Happy about self leads to happiness around. Manage ego. Child of 7, develops basis for rest of life. And you know, the one thought of yours, happy soap, really pleased me, Mark. I should not use this happy soap on myself, but I should give it to all other also to apply upon the bodies so that thoughts become pure and we all flow with the better word of time. Thanks for being so simple, significant, and symbolic, giving us tips which we try adhere and don't have to visit any psychologist or psychiatrist in our life. We owe you much regards in person, but accept today in virtual form. Nevertheless, heart beats for both. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, President-elect Salil. And thank you once again to our guest speaker, Hani Garewal. You have soul grounding, but I think it's been more of soul uplifting as well today. We now come to a very important agenda on today's meeting. Also, we have a members induction happening today, and for this, I would like to invite past President Dr. Vora to introduce the member we are inducting today. Dr. Vora.
Dr. Vora, please unmute yourself. Your video is also switched off.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
But I'm not lookable.
Yeah. Yeah, now you're there.
That's good. So, Suchi, मेरी photo तो आ गया. I'm looking quite good here. Can you take me to? Yes, this one. This one I wanted. So, this is our new Rotarian, Anup Sharma. If I want to introduce him in just few words, it is very simple. Anup is son of our late office secretary, Mr. V.P. Sharma, who was very dear to us, and we lost him a few months back. Now coming to formal introduction of Anup. Anup has done BE in electronics. He is a business manager in Sapient Web Services in Sector 40, Chandigarh. And he is very experienced web designer. And he is doing this work for last 25 years. For the last over 21 years, Anup is maintaining and designing our club website, which you are seeing and which you come across every week through the bulletins. The bulletins which I am editing is being uploaded on the website by Anup. जो जादू आप देख रहे हो, the magic of Rotary is in fact magic of Anup. He is the one who uploads the bulletin every week, and that is after he uploads it, then I send it to everybody. Since 1st of July, when I was the president, Anup has been carrying on the uploading of the bulletin regularly without fail every week. And even if he's not in India, he's gone somewhere abroad. He was in Australia a few months back. He was doing it from there also. When I was the district editor in 2016-17, Anup had developed the website of our district 3080, which was revived after a gap of 8-9 years. Anup is married to Deepthi. They are blessed with daughter Anushka and son Aniket. We are happy that he is joining our club as a Rotarian of Chandigarh Midtown. The club which his father was dedicated to. Presenting to you all, I'm presenting to you all now Rotarian Anup Sharma, a young, bright and a dynamic person, and I hope he will be a very good Rotarian and will follow the footsteps of his father. Thank you.
Thank you, Past President Dr. Vora, for introducing Anup. And to induct him into the club, I would like to invite our Vice President and our Senior Member, Arjun Singh Ji. Anup, I think you also need to be unmute.
Yeah, he's already unmuted.
Okay. Yes.
And so is Arjun.
Thank you, Dr. Vora, honorable Rotarians, respected.
Anup, 1 minute. Anup, we just give it to. I think Arjun Ji would induct you, and then we'll give you.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Fine. Thank you.
Arjun sir, your voice is not coming. I don't know. You are unmuted though.
कर बैठी
No.
We still can't hear you, Arjun sir. Can you hear him, Sanjay sir? I can't.
No, we can't hear him. Let him just try for half a minute. Otherwise, is Shaju sir there? I'll ask him to do the formalities. We'll wait for half a minute. Shaju sir, are you there?
I can't see him.
You want me to handle it?
Pallav sir is there.
So, okay, fine. What am I supposed to do? Welcome him? Hi, Anup. Welcome. That's it. Acha, that gentlemen, I mean, I have known Mr. Sharma since when? How about 35 years? No, 30 years at least. And quite a brilliant family. And I like the values of life that he has passed on to his son and the family. Those are the most important things in life. I've seen Anup grow since what? I mean, 30 years is like a hell of a long time, right? So without, much ado, I'd like to say we are honored with the fact that one of the oldest members that we've had and his son and family will continue the traditions of Rotary, which they have had in their blood. Welcome, Anup. We'll leave it at that.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Sanjay sir, you're muted.
Thank you, Past President Pallav. You came just at the right moment. Anup, yes, welcome to Rotary, and please, you can address the members.
Honorable Rotarians, respected President Sanjay Bhatia ji, Board of Directors, and our most valued invited guests, warm greetings to you all. I would like to start by thanking Dr. Vora introducing me to the club. And I have grown up watching and hearing about the club from my dad. As you know, he really worked very hard for the club for all his life. He was emotionally attached with this club, and to all you members. We in a family always talking about you, the club functionalities, and about all club members. I used to hear him from the day starts and the day ends. It's my privilege, basically, to be a part of this club. There are several milestones that are life altering. We go through life so focused on career and family, but at some point we realize that we must give back to the society, to our community. I believe that joining Rotary is one of those life altering moments. This is what my dad used to tell me. And means membership in Rotary is an honor and privilege. It also involves corresponding responsibilities. but I have heard from my dad that an important requirement for membership is regular attendance at the weekly meetings. He always used to talk about this, and I know it's not always very easy to make it to the meetings, but at some time only busy people are eligible for membership in this club. That is what he used to tell me. I'm not taking much of your time. Once again, thank you all for making me a part of this prestigious club. Thank you.
Thank you, Anup. That was very nice, and welcome. And we do hope you have a wonderful experience here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I would now like to invite Rotarian Suman Gupta for a small recital. Or Suman ma'am?
Hello, hello.
Hanji.
Ma'am, we can hear you.
Hello.
Please. Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Chief guest, Hani ji, and President Sanjay sir. जैसे कि कल गणेश चतुर्थी शुरू हो रही है, कल आज उस प्री इवनिंग पे मैं कुछ गणेश, जिसके बारे में हम लोग हमेशा कोई भी काम करने से पहले हम उसके बारे में उसकी पूजा करते हैं, उसके बारे में कुछ थोड़ा सा बताना चाहूंगी। ये जो गणेश चतुर्थी है वो भाद्रपद शुक्ल चतुर्थी को श्री गणेश जी का जन्म उत्सव मनाया जाता है। प्राचीन कथा के अनुसार हम सब जानते हैं, एक दिन माँ पार्वती स्नान करने लगी तो गणेश जी को बाहर पहरे पर बिठा दिया। शिव जी आए तो गणेश जी ने उनको अंदर नहीं जाने दिया, तो शिव जी ने क्रोधित होकर गणेश जी का सिर काट दिया। ऐसे में उन्होंने हाथी का सिर लगाकर उनको वरदान दिया कि हर कार्य शुरू करने से पहले गणेश जी की पूजा होगी। इनकी आकृति इतनी सरल है कि हर कोई कलाकार एक ही रेखा से इंगित कर सकता है। इनके शरीर का हर अंग कोई ना कोई संदेश देता है। चूहा इनका वाहन है और रिद्धि सिद्धि इनकी दो पत्नियां हैं। इनकी छोटी आंखें एकाग्र होकर लक्ष्य की प्राप्ति का संकेत करती हैं। बड़े कान बात सुनने की सहन शक्ति रखते हैं। छोटा मुंह इंगित करता है कि बातें कम और चंचल ज्यादा। लंबी सूंड हर हाल में सजग रहकर कष्टों का सामना करो। एक दंत का अर्थ एकाग्र चिंत हो अध्ययन और मनन करें। बड़ा पेट और बड़ा कान ये कहता है कि सब बुराई सुन लो और उसे पचा लो। छोटे पैर उतावला ना होने की प्रेरणा देते हैं। चंचल वाहक मूषक मन की इंद्रियों को वश में करने की प्रेरणा देता है। ये विघ्न हरता, दुख हरता और सुख करता है। लड्डुओं का भोग लगाते हैं, पान और फूल इन पर चढ़ाए जाते हैं। ये मंगलदायक और सबकी पूर्ण करने वाली मनोकामना पूर्ण करने वाले हैं। ब्रह्मांड की रचना ऐसी, सदियों से वैसी की वैसी, सूरज चांद धरती व तारे अपनी परिधि में घूमते सारे। दिन रात ये सब चलते रहते, मिलने की कभी नहीं कहते। यही है जीवन का सार, दूर रहकर भी करो उपकार। जैसा कि आज सीनियर सिटीजन है, मैं कुछ सीनियर सिटीजन डे के लिए कुछ दो लाइनें हैं। बस मैं इतना ही कहना चाहूंगी कि कपड़ों की चमक और घर की ऊंचाइयों पर मत जाना साहब। कपड़ों की चमक और घर की ऊंचाइयों पर मत जाना साहब। जिस घर में बुजुर्ग मुस्कुराते हुए मिले, जिस घर में बुजुर्ग मुस्कुराते हुए मिले तो समझ जाना वही घर अमीरों का है, वही घर अमीरों का है। थैंक यू वेरी मच। हैप्पी सीनियर डे।
Thank you, Suman ma'am. And I would now like to invite Secretary Shuchi for the announcements, birthdays, anniversary.
चला फोटो आई नहीं है कुछ भी।
Thank you, President Sanjay. We have an announcement for everyone. Zonal webinar on new members orientation shall be conducted on 24th of August at 6 p.m. This is a Monday. We can all see the Zoom meeting ID and password on the screens. This shall be shared with all of you as well on the WhatsApp group. Coming to the birthdays and anniversaries, we don't have any anniversaries this coming week, but we do have the birthdays of Rotarian Tejband Singh Johar on 22nd August, Shaju Peter 23rd August, Chiranjeev Singh 25th August. We also have birthdays of our Rotarians Malvika Sen Gupta on 26th August, Mrs. Asha Vats on 27th August, and Mr. Rakesh Jain on 27th August. That's all I have from my side. We had a request from Rotarian Mrs. Indu Luthra. She wanted to share something on the Senior Citizens Day. Indu ma'am, kindly unmute yourself and please switch on your video. Are you there, Indu ma'am? Can you hear me?
She's there.
She's there. She was visible as well all of a sudden.
Yeah, but because the birthdays that you announced, you know, the birthday boys and girls were present, I want them to be unmuted for a few minutes. Shaju is here.
Sure, sir.
And who else? Do we have anyone else?
No, Shaju sir, please unmute yourself. I've sent the request.
What do you want me to say?
No, we have to say happy birthday.
Please sing happy birthday.
You know, I've always felt there is nothing happy about a birthday because it reminds you how fragile your life is, isn't it?
I think we still have our guest speaker Hani around, so she can give you another lesson now. Is Indu Luthra ma'am here? Is she able to unmute herself?
I don't know, for some reason she is.
Okay, is Colonel Chandok here? Can you unmute? He wanted to say something. Colonel Chandok.
Anji, what I wish to say is the first point the guest, the honorable guest spoke about walking bare feet. Now, as we know, there are various pressure points on our feet. I've just sent that to Mr. Sanjay Bhatia. Can you just show that on the screen, please?
That would be difficult from my screen. I don't know if Shuchi.
Okay, I'll just try to focus that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's coming out clear. Just take it a little back. Maybe thoda piche le jaiye. Maybe it will be more clear. Yes, that's clear. Okay.
So these are various pressure points on our feet. So what I feel, they say, you know, if you can press these points, then your ailments can be taken care of. This is what I wish to add. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I see there are almost, what, 20 plus pressure points, I think. Good. Indu ma'am ko unmute kariye. See if we can hear her.
No, we can't. Plus her video is also gone, which is quite strange because she was there all the time.
Maybe then,
yeah. So maybe, you know, that's all I had from my end.
Okay. Does any other member have any other announcements or anything to speak? Is AG Dr. Rita there? So.
I think Rita ma'am is there. Yeah, she's there.
Nitin is also not there, I think, for the next.
Rita ma'am, is there an announcement? Any other announcement to be made? Okay.
Oh, I'm unmuted, so I'm going to recite my poem.
Great.
Shall I?
Great.
Okay.
We can hear you, ma'am, please.
Okay. Now, today is International Senior Citizen Day. So my poem is on Budhappa. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
I don't know whether you could hear Shaju.
Yes. सुबह सुबह किसी ने दरवाजा खटखटाया. सुबह सुबह किसी ने दरवाजा खटखटाया. मैं लपक कर आया. जैसे ही दरवाजा खोला तो सामने बुढ़ापा खड़ा था. जैसे ही दरवाजा खोला तो सामने बुढ़ापा खड़ा था. भीतर आने के लिए जिद पर अड़ा था. मैंने कहा नहीं भाई, अभी नहीं, अभी तो मेरी उम्र ही क्या है. वह हंसा और बोला बेकार की कोशिश ना कर, मुझे रोकना नामुमकिन है। मैंने कहा अभी तो कुछ दिन रहने दो, अभी तक अपने ही लिए जिया हूं, अब अकल आई है तो कुछ दिन दूसरों के लिए और दोस्तों के लिए भी जीने दो। मैंने कहा अभी तो कुछ दिन रहने दो, अभी तक अपने लिए जिया हूं, अब अकल आई है तो कुछ दिन दूसरों के लिए दोस्तों के लिए भी जीने दो। बुढ़ापा हंसकर बोला, अगर ऐसी बात है तो चिंता मत कर, उम्र भले ही तेरी बढ़ेगी मगर बुढ़ापा नहीं आएगा। लाइक मी, उम्र भले ही तेरी बढ़ेगी मगर बुढ़ापा नहीं आएगा। तू जब तक दूसरों के लिए और दोस्तों के लिए जिएगा खुद को जवान ही पाएगा। तू जब तक दूसरों के लिए और दोस्तों के लिए जिएगा खुद को जवान ही पाएगा। तो दोस्तों चलो आज से ही बढ़ती उम्र का लुत्फ उठाए, दूसरों और दोस्तों के लिए जीना शुरू करें और अपने बुढ़ापे को जवान बनाएं। थैंक यू।
Wow, very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
मैम आप बोलो रोटेरियन बन जाएं बस।
But
you want a translation? You don't want a translation.
Indu, why should this thought strike you only in old age?
मैं शाजू जी, मैंने आपके लिए बोला है। आप सोच रहे थे ना 1 साल बढ़ रहा है, नहीं बढ़ रहा।
Absolutely right, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Very nice. Bindu ma'am, it was very nice.
Thank you so much.
I'm sure PDG Shaju, you don't need a translation. You.
Oh, I understood every word.
No, Shaju knows so many languages. He's linguist. So all the best and happy birthday, Shaju ji.
Thank you, Indu. Thank you so much.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc.
Indu Luthra contradicted you very well.
All right. Do we still have our guest speaker, Honey, here?
She just left.
Okay, so I just want to tell her, we have small mementos for guest speakers, so we would be sending a small token across to her. So, Dr. Rita, you can communicate that to her, and also the address, if you could help me.
Yeah, I'll share it.
Right. So thank you, members. We will keep the Zoom room open for 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you so much for being here today. And, we do look forward to seeing you every Friday. I am trying to work out to have some sessions in between also, at least once or twice a month, as we had one on Organ Donation Day by past President Dr. Balram Gupta. So if there are any suggestions or any ideas, or if you would like to propose a name for the guest speakers, we are open to that. Please do. I think July was mostly with installation of Rotractors, Rotract clubs, and we have resumed the guest speaker sessions, and including members also from our club who would like to be the keynote speaker. So I hereby adjourn the meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Indu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Indu. Happy Citizen Day.
Shaju, your birthday is on a Sunday this time. Huh?
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
आपने शाजू जी, what else you have written?
Next happy birthday.
Sunday is itself a reason
Thank you,
to be happy.
Vinod. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Sanjay?
Yes, Dr. Vora.
My guest called me up and he said that he couldn't get connected.
I could make out. I was expecting 3-4 more guests. There was one from PDG Shaju also and one from Nitin. But for some reason, I think there
was something wrong. The guests were not able to connect.
Sunny, I got a call about 5 o'clock from Shubham saying that there is some family engagement which he had not thought of and he would be excused today. Yeah.
But your guest was able to connect or not?
Yeah. He spoke to me day before yesterday. Then I spoke to Shuchi to send an invite to him, which she did.
The guest that I had invited, you know him very well. He's jolly.
Jolly.
No, you had Shivam, Shaju sir, and Dr. Vora was inviting Jolly today.
No, Sunny is saying that I know Jolly knows me. I don't know.
No, you also met him. He knows you very well. You see him, then you realize. He was working with me in my Navdak center once.
Oh, okay.
And, so let's hope we will attend next week.
All right. Okay.
Sanjay, if there's some problem, then is that problem solved? You said there's a problem for people coming in.
About what? I didn't
About
get it.
the other members trying to log in. Because Jolly tried for
that is not today. No, not today. Because normally that happens when we are reaching near the limit of 100. You know, that could happen that time, but not. We didn't have that today.
His mobile also, he tried on laptop also, but he was not able to connect.
No, if it gives a reason, maybe he was entering a wrong code or something like that, you know, so that is possible. But
next time then. Hani Grewal is there, you can give some message directly to Hani Grewal.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hani is there, sir.
Oh, there she is.
Sanjay?
Yes, I'm trying to locate.
You can repeat the message that you were wanting to give to Hani Grewal.
Yes, ma'am, we've adjourned the meeting, but we keep the room open for 5 to 10 minutes. Also, when we were doing our physical meetings, which we can't do right now, we were meeting at Hotel Shivalik. You know, we would give the honor to the guest speaker to hand over gifts to the birthday boys and
birthday girls. Birthday girls.
Birthday girls. Yes, birthday girls and anniversary couple. So we can't do that when we're meeting virtually, and we also give a small, we also have small memento for our guest speakers. So we would be sending something over to you. I just want to check, you know, I mean, in these times, you know, how do you take your therapy sessions?
Sanjay sir, we got our gift. Thank you so much.
हाँ जी, वो तो अपने की बात है.
आपने बहुत बढ़िया बोला है धार्मिक चीज पर, गणेश जी पर बोला.
Thank you. मैं हर साल बिठाती हूँ
so much.
आप आइए.
Thank you everyone.
Yes.
सब लोग आइए.